And hello everybody, welcome to this new tutorial. So today we're going to talk about how to make a Twixtor and also how to improve your quality. So let's just pop right into it. So first thing off is I'm gonna show you a way to download anime in really good quality. So first thing off, you go onto gogoanime.ai. So it will direct you into this website. So this is a very good website that I really recommend to everyone. So you have all this list of anime, but you can also type right here. So for example, you can type, let's just type Demon Slayer, so Kimetsu no Yaiba. Also, sometimes, I don't know why, but I recommend you to directly add the Japanese name of the anime, because sometimes when you type, for example, Demon Slayer, it will not show off. So you're gonna have to type the name of Demon Slayer, for example, in Japanese. So once you found the anime that you want, you can just click on it. And of course, I really recommend you to download it in dub, and then if you want, you can download it in sub. So if you want to have the character talks in Japanese, but with dub, you won't have the subtitles, so you don't have to zoom in and whatever. So you just have to find an episode that you want, and then once you are on that episode, you click on download. Then you'll be on this page, and so obviously you're gonna download in 180p, and then once it's downloaded, you're gonna go back to After Effects and then add it to your composition. But anyway, I've already done that, so we won't have to wait. So now, let's make a Twixtor, guys. So first thing off is you go into your first clip, and then you press on Ctrl-Shift-C. So you're gonna open the pre-compose tab, and then you're gonna click on Move All Attributes into the new composition and press on OK. Then once you've done that, you're gonna double click onto your composition, your layer. And right now, what you're gonna do is, so every time the character moves, you're gonna make a cut, and by doing that, you click on Ctrl-Shift-D. So you're gonna make a cut on every time the character moves. So as you can see, I'm making a cut every time it moves. So I'm just gonna do it, and then we'll be back together. So I've just finished making a cut on every time my character moves. So first thing we're gonna do now is you're gonna go on your first clip, you're gonna press on it, you're gonna click on it and then press on Shift, and then you have to hold on Shift. And then you're gonna go into your last clip, and then you're gonna click on it. So it's gonna select everything basically. So now you go on your first clip, and then you press on your left mouse button, you're gonna drag it to the left. So it should look something like that. It's gonna basically make every clip into one frame. You're gonna right click on the first clip, then you're gonna press on Keyframe Assistant and then Sequence Layer, and then you press on OK. Then now you're gonna pre-compose it again, move all attributes to the same composition, click on OK, and boom, that's it. So now you're gonna add Twixtor Pro. So Twixtor Pro, you're gonna drag into your layer, and then you're gonna you need first to right click on it, reveal layer source and project. And as you can see, my FPS is 23.976. So you're gonna have to remember this, and then you're gonna click on in FPS is at FPS. And you're gonna have to press on the same FPS as your original video, so that you cannot, for example, put it 15 FPS if your clip is not 15 FPS. You have to add the exact same frame rate from the original video. So now on image prep, you're gonna click on Contrast Edge Enhance, and then for frame interpretation, you're gonna click on Motion Weight and Blend, and for wrapping, you press on Forward. So now, what I recommend you guys to do is you click on Twixtor Pro, and then you press on Ctrl-C, just so that you can copy the settings, and so you won't have to do that for every clip where you add Twixtor Pro, then change everything. So yeah, but of course, if you downloaded different episodes, the frame rate might not be the same, so always make sure to have the same frame rate of your episode. So you might have to change that, but at least you save some time. So now you can delete that, and then you are back on your main composition. So right now, what you want to do is you click on your pre-composition, then you press on Ctrl-Alt-T, and it's basically going to open the timer mapping. So now you need to go on your last frame. So after the last frame, you're gonna have a black screen, but of course you don't want that. So you're gonna go into your your last image, and also it can be a bit rappy at the end. but so you don't need that wrap. So you're gonna go on the frame before. It might happen sometimes, but so yeah. Then see that little button, boom, press on it. Then for this one, we don't really need that keyframe, so I'm gonna delete it. And then this keyframe that we just created, you're gonna drag it to the length that you want. For example, for me, I want this keyframe to be to stop here, because my next clip is here, so I don't really want my clip to be any longer than that. So now I can click on the clip and then I can Control-Shift-D to delete it. And so we have this clip now. And so as you can see, we have two keyframes. So what you want to do now is select both keyframes, press on F9 to easy in, and now we can open the graph editor, select a square, and then now you have your graph. So I'm going to explain you how the graph works. Basically, this is your first keyframe and this is your second keyframe. So if you want the beginning to be fast, what you want to do is you want to drag that line all the way up there so that the beginning is very fast, and if you want the rest to be slow, then you can drag that line around, something like that. But if you want the opposite, then the beginning to be slow, so you're gonna have to put your keyframe around here and this one here, so the ending is fast and the beginning is slow. But make sure you wanna check on how it does it look and what you prefer. But for me, I want this line to be here and this line to be here. I want the beginning to be fast and the rest to be slow. So once I'm done, I'm gonna add a last thing and then we're done. So I'm gonna type RSMB and I'm gonna drag it to my clip, and you don't need to do anything else. So this is it. So right now I'm just gonna watch it the first time so that it renders, and then we can appreciate the smoothness. Okay, so now let's just watch it. So yeah, as you can see, it looks very, very clean. And of course, you cannot Twixtor any clip, of course, but you can only Twixtor certain clips like this one where the character doesn't move too fast. And as you can see, he's not doing any brutal movements. His fingers are not going all the way around. So it's pretty cool. And basically what RSMB is going to do is, if your clip has a little bit of wraps, it's gonna blur it so it doesn't, show too much. Right now, guys, we're gonna talk about the quality. So what you want to do now is, this is gonna save you some time. You see that square? You're gonna right click on it, new, and then you're gonna create a new adjustment layer. And you should add the adjustment layer above every single clip, so you don't have to, add the quality settings to every single clip again and again and again. So guys, we're gonna add sharpen. Oops. We're gonna add sharpen to our clip. So these presets are already from After Effects. You don't have to download those. So you only have to download Twixtor and RSMB, but sharpen and everything is from After Effects. So once you add the sharpen, we're gonna add also unsharp mask, and we're also gonna add detail, preserving and upscaling. So once we've done that, we're gonna add sharpen amount to something around 35, which I'm gonna go on full mode, because if you add any more than 35, let's say for example if you want to add 150, look how disgusting this looks. This looks horrible. So you want to add to something around 32, 35, which is the best. And for the unsharp mask, so it really depends on how dark or how light is your clip. So I usually put around 25 for almond, and for radius I usually put around something like 30. So as you can see, without the unsharp mask, it looks like this, and this is with it. It looks already much better, but if you want, you can also duplicate this effect. And by doing that, you just have to right click on it and then duplicate. So as you can see, it looks so much better. And for the details, preserving and upscaling, so for radius noise, you're gonna add it to 100%, and for detail, you're gonna also add it to 100%. And then for alpha, you're gonna put it at detail preserving, and then you click on fit to comp width. And so let's just see how the clip looks without this adjustment layer. And as you can see, it looks way better, like a lot better. And if we zoom in, it looks not too disgusting, like if we didn't use like if we used 150 sharpen or whatever. This looks very clean. And also, if you want to play with curves, this is also a preset from After Effects. So you add curves and then you put a dot here, another here, and then one here. So here you can play with the lights. For example, if you want the clip to be very dark, you can do it like that. Or if you want the clip to be a little more bright, you can do it like that. And you can play around this line too. You can play around this line too. And as you can see, this clip looks way better. The wilder parts are popping up more and the darker parts are darker. So yeah guys, this is it. This is how to have an amazing quality and how to make Twixtor in the fastest way possible, the easiest way possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do many more tutorials, and I've also bought a new mic, sorry. So next video is gonna be very good. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching and see you soon.